The good life lets you hide all the sadness you feel.
So, I mean, if I tell
all right, so we're
my
starting.
friends that have computers,
Pesce.
I'm going to tell them I'm on the radio.
Pesce, we're on. Pesce, we're on.
Okay. But just keep talking like we're not.
This is the beauty of it.
I don't get it.
You have no idea what we're doing.
No. So how do I tell my friends? Listen, I did a podcast. Get up 2 a.m. and put on your computer and listen to the radio, and you'll hear me.
It's not a specific time with the podcast. It's put out in
and it's not the radio.
MP3 form. Then they'll download it on their computer. We'll put it to iTunes or something. Basically, what we're doing is we're starting a podcast for you.
It's about you.
It's about you. We're doing you a favor here. You could say thank you at some time.
Yeah, this is great, but I just don't. I don't get it. You know, I've done interviews on cable TV, and
I know you've been on TV, and we're going to get into who.
Channel 68.
We're talking to Frank Pesce. Frankly Speaking, his podcast. We're going to get into your resume, but and what you do. But I'm going to turn it over to Matt, and he's going to try and explain to you how a podcast works. And this guy does a million of them. So
millions of people listen to these.
Mother Teresa has a podcast.
Yes.
Okay, so
the new Pope already has a podcast.
And I know you don't like him, but
I know people have an iPod and they got all their albums in there and they listen with their headphones.
Yeah,
that's an what?
An iPod or an iPhone.
An MP3 player.
An iPod.
Yeah.
That shares the
music. I put all the albums I like on there, and I put the headphones on, and I don't get, how do they fit into that little thing? Like
there's
digital.
There's a hard drive inside of it, and that's
like your computer.
Do I need to have the albums, and then I put them in there?
No, you can buy them online. You can buy them from iTunes and then download them.
We don't have the technology yet to upload, 33s and vinyl.
Okay.
I don't get none of this.
Really. All right.
So a podcast is just like what you're talking about. The way people have music on a little device, they can also have what this is, which is basically radio, but instead of having to turn a radio on at a specific time, you listen to it whenever you want to.
At your convenience. How would they know who's going to be on there? I mean, this isn't like Howard Stern or something.
You go to iTunes and you see the shows that are available, and you see, hey, that one looks good, or this sounds interesting, or hey, I know that guy from that thing.
So people that are doing this, listening to radio shows on their computer,
or their phone,
are going to look on there and say, let's see what else is on here. They're going to see Frankly Speaking with this guy Frank who's talking about movies.
Yeah.
And they're going to maybe... Not
necessarily movies only, though. I mean, this is about
talk about music
who
too.
you are.
I know music. Wait a minute, I know music too. Are you crazy?
And politics, and yes, you can curse on a podcast.
Example: the drive over here when you were yelling at me about not living in the valley. That's the kind of thing that's magic.
What's wrong with not living in the valley?
He hates that I live in Hollywood.
First of all, the other side of the hill is a disgrace. But wait, before that, anybody who has an apartment this stage of the game and doesn't have central air. If you got the air conditioners in the wall,
how soon before it blows hot air?
Get out. If the 2 hours they blow hot air, they don't. The cold air is gone. You got to get out of there. That's what he's doing. And he says the reason I'm there is because I'm getting a great deal on the rent. How could you be getting a great deal? You got air conditioners in the wall. The things you put. You got to get out. Come to the valley side. Where do you live, Matt?
Burbank.
Thank God.
You ever go to Monte Carlo?
Oh, yeah. I live down the street from it.
Right?
Yeah, it's the best.
Oh. You never been there, right?
No, the valley.
Moron.
The Riviera of what? Who's a moron?
You are.
Okay.
You know about Monte Carlo? Tell them at the back, the lasagna.
Yeah, it's great.
It's beyond great. It's like this big. It's like $8. They charge you $30 for the same thing, and it ain't as good. And it ain't as good as them. Monte Carlo is the greatest.
Yeah, I call it Pinocchio's. I don't know what it is. Is it Pinocchio or is it Monte Carlo?
I call it Monte Carlo. Pinocchio, I don't know what they're talking about. So you're in Burbank.
Yeah.
Well, that makes him a good guy.
Like 2 blocks from that place. That's I walk there.
Awesome.
Wilson's house is way next door.
That's right. And I can't believe that place stays open.
Me too.
Is this where is the valley where old actors come to die? Is that what you're saying? It's nice. There's everything.
No.
Alex, let me just say one other thing. He got on me when he came to my house when he found out I recycled.
Yeah.
It angered him. Why would that make you mad? That I saved a couple paper bottles. I'm not a hippie.
He's not a tree hugger. Trust me.
I do.
You don't
pollute
believe
as
that
much
shit that they recycle them and all that.
Hey, I think they do, and they they take the plastic and remix it. It's good industry. I do a little bit. I don't do a lot.
I forgot.
We get it. You're a big GOPer.
It's a big racket. It's a big racket.
It's just all BS?
Put the plastic in one bin. We put this over here. I'll tell you what I do know. The corrugated bullshit.
Boxes?
The corrugated stuff.
Yeah.
My brother's in the garbage business.
In New York?
Back east?
Yeah, he removes asbestos. Now we're talking not about plastic bottles.
There's some air eye winking going on.
Asbestos is, now we're talking about money. But he told me that you corrugate.
It's cardboard.
The cardboard shit, you wrap it up, and they recycle the paper and all that. So that if you do that, when he comes to pick up the asbestos, if you have the stuff already packed, wrapped up, you can make money with that. He told me he ain't making no money with this shit and that other stuff that he's talking about. Glass.
Yeah, and cans. They don't make any money. There's no value.
People make money on that, though, Pesce. That's some people's livelihood.
Oh, please.
I mean, the guys in the shopping carts are doing pretty good. It's keeping them going. I mean, there's some money to be reclaimed in scrap metal.
Back to him. Move to the other side of the hill. The other side.
It's too expensive,
The other
he's saying.
side is a joke.
So, Matt, this is how we met Pesce.
Yeah.
Pat frequents a restaurant here on
In the valley.
Lancashire.
One of our many sponsors, Frenzy
Osteria.
on Lancashire.
What about them? Get them to be a sponsor for this.
We will.
Hey, go to the Ferenzi. You'll love the meatball.
And we'll hit up your place, Bistro Garden.
Bistro Garden.
Anybody that'll give us free shit, we'll hit up. But go on, Alex.
So Pesce holds court there, and he made the movie 29th Street. It's about his life. If you've ever seen that movie, I don't know if you have.
I haven't.
Guy hits the lotto. Go on. Give him a little.
First
People say to me, what do you do? And I tell them they make movies about guys like me. Lawrence of Arabia, Patton, Frankie Pesce.
Who's the first guy to win the New York State Lottery.
Don't tell, now they know what the movie's about. They gotta see the thing.
It's in the opening scene, Pesce.
Yeah, I know, well, anyway. But seriously, and wait, this isn't one of them independent things like Aztec Movies presents,
Yeah.
on a 20th Century Fox.
Who said it was the best movie of the year? Who?
Jeffrey Lyons reviews the 10 best pictures of the year. The year it came
91?
out. 92 or 91.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Lyons picks the 10 best pictures. He's my pick. 10 best pictures are Bugsy, JFK, Boys in the Hood, The Fisher King, Beauty and the Beast, The Black Robe. On and on. Picks 10 pictures. He says, in my pick, best picture of the year, 29th Street. It's Frank Capra tale told through the eyes of Frank Pesce.
It's a Christmas movie.
And Frank Capra.
Nice.
Amazing. Best picture of the year.
Yeah.
I don't think it's better than JFK, and I don't think. But if he wants
You're
to go
honest.
there, I'll take. JFK. It's all bullshit. But
It was a
what a
good
movie!
film.
Oh Jesus, the editing and all that.
Yeah.
I go for it, but I ain't buying it.
Yeah, it didn't. Now that time has passed, that doesn't really.
Doesn't hold up.
No one really thinks that
He blamed
was.
everybody, but you, me, and these two guys.
Right.
It was like, yeah, maybe they did it. You never know. They could have been there and done it. Yeah.
So that's-
the filmmaking was great, but I know my movies. I've
Yeah.
been studying them for years.
So you were the first winner of the New York Lotto. Is that?
Yeah,
Yes.
but it gets crazier than that.
It's a great movie.
I bought
Really.
one fucking ticket because I was in the wrong place, the wrong time, trying to cash a check in the pawn shop. The guy charged me $9 to cash a check, or $10. He said $9. I don't know. And the end of the dollar,
No change.
I bought one ticket. A Date with Destiny. But before that, lots of things. I beat the draft. Mentally disqualified. Trust me, I'm not.
Yeah.
Dave
No doubt.
Bedford. My father told me, you're going to wind up in Leavenworth. You can't fool the government. And I did. They said I had hypochondriac tendencies, and if inducted, I'd be a calculated risk. Fine. 1A, you're going. 1Y in time of emergency. 4F, disqualified. Mentally disqualified. Pretty good for a guy who gets a movie made about his life. So, and then other things.
You're a lucky man.
I get stabbed in the chest by a bunch of wild Puerto Ricans because they don't like Italians or Guineas.
Who does?
So they stab me. Look,
Wow.
Oh, my
with a
God.
bed spring. And what happens is they break my rib when they do it. I go to the hospital. I'm convinced I'm going to die of gangrene. they had to have a dirty bed spring. These guys, they sterilized it. Guess what? You have a tumor growing on your rib. And when they stabbed you, your rib was weak. That's why it broke. We got to take out the rib, do a biopsy on it to see if the tumor's malignant or benign. Guess what? It's benign because you're lucky. We caught it early. The more tendency, they stay in it and more to become malignant. So in other words, me being a jerk, trying to get my hands on this Spanish girl in Spanish Harlem, which everyone told me, don't go up there, don't go. I said, I'm not looking for no trouble. You're not, but they are. Go ahead. Go on.
Dirty Puerto Ricans saved your life.
Yeah, pack of wild Puerto Ricans.
Yeah.
So Danny Aiello plays his dad in the movie.
Lenny Kazan plays my mother. Auntie LaPaglia plays me. And I play my brother Vito.
Okay.
So let's get back to the movies. Let's get back to the movies. I know people that go to school and take a film class and all that. And then
That's what I did. Sorry.
No, you're in a lot of trouble.
Look at it now. That's why I'm in the valley recording a podcast.
Trouble. All right. Wait a minute. I'm going to start off with the easy ones, and then I'm going to hit you. You went to take film class, okay? But then we're going to get to the ones
boy.
You didn't see this. You didn't see.
Well, I didn't see your movie, so obviously.
Yeah, but that'll let you. Okay. So, first of all, are you a big fan of Citizen Kane?
Oh, Jesus.
I don't enjoy it. I recognize. I think it's. Important.
It had a run. Best film ever made.
Yeah.
Best film ever made. They won once again. Best movie of all time, Citizen Kane. I can name you 30 movies right now that were not an argument that were better than it. Why? My theory is the critics were keeping their jobs and keeping everybody else away from becoming a critic because they said they liked Citizen Kane. There are people that couldn't get into it because you've watched that movie. What was it about? Want to tell me?
Yeah, it's about Charles Foster Kane.
Oh, really? And what about him? What's so exciting about this?
He was
greatest movie ever made?
a powerful, important man who wasn't really happy.
How was the music?
You know what? The music is forgettable because I don't remember it.
You ain't kidding. So the acting was like...
I think there's some decent performances. I think, mostly the cinematography is probably what it's remembered.
Do you want to see it again?
No, I don't.
You know anybody that wants to?
No.
Oh, it's on again. I can't wait to watch it again.
Pesh, I own it. I own it and I watch it. I love the movie.
And what about when they shot from ground level?
He didn't invent any of that stuff, but he used it all for the first time all together.
He's 26 years old. Look, he gets it. It's unbelievable. They shoot movies like this in them days. He decides, put the camera here.
Right.
That's great. Good photography. Does it make a good movie?
I agree.
Great photography don't. No, you got to have it all. The acting, the story, everything comes together. For instance,
not a great story.
Oh God! For William Foster Kane. Yeah, that's supposed. That's supposed to say it's like he's like Donald Trump. He's rich, whatever. The fuck.
Yeah.
I get it.
Daddy never hugged him.
Let's cut to the chase. Let's cut to the chase.
It's about regrets.
If we got 1 million people and said to 1 million people, here, you got to sit down and watch Citizen Kane. Now you ready? Then move over here. Same million. Watch this picture. It's called Casablanca. When it's up, when you see both pictures, how many think are going to say I like Casablanca better? 1 million and an extra 2,000 will probably say it. Yeah. You know what? Okay. Here we go. Get those people again and watch Citizen Kane. Here, watch this movie. It's called It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
Which you like better, It's a Wonderful Life or Citizen Kane? Don't waste your time. Here we go again. And the list goes on and on and on.
I agree.
You know what? I'm not a child. I love The Wizard of Oz. The Wizard of Oz is better than Citizen Kane. That's another one.
Mm-hmm.
Way better than it. The Godfather's way better than it. Ben-Hur. Oh, the greatest Catholic recruiting movie ever made, but what a movie.
Oh, my God.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Pesh, that's
mine.
a modern
It's
film.
not mine.
No, that's a modern film.
That sounds like a...
Matt Belknap didn't know he was going to sit down and talk to him.
I apologize.
No, apologize, please.
Ben-Hur is better than that. All those movies. Oh, now I'm going to get you with some of these movies that I'm going to be impressed with. All right. Saw. Did you ever see? Hold on. Wait a minute. Did you ever see the original Manchurian Candidate?
I did. Yeah, it's great.
Better have I did. Great.
Yeah.
What are you threatening him?
No.
The remake's better.
But
the remake's better.
That movie.
Denzel
movie
was great.
35.
First of all, oh, that piece of shit. The remake. Oh, made by those pinko lefties.
So good.
I saw them.
Oh, lucky you are. Don't ever see it. the great John Frankenheimer makes that movie.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Birdman of Alcatraz?
No.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Seconds? No.
No.
Did you ever see Fingers? No.
No, he didn't see
Okay,
Fingers?
we're going to
James
stop.
Sylvester.
We're
Hold
going
on,
to stop.
Pesce,
We're
yeah,
going to
seriously,
stop you.
you're running away with
Frank,
the movie.
One more. Wait a minute.
Okay.
You saw the original 12 Angry Men, right?
Yes.
Wasn't it great?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All in one room. Today, I have this idea about this jury. Yeah, and where's the car crash? There is none. It's all in one room. Yeah. They wouldn't make this movie today. You know how great that movie was.
I do.
Yeah.
The movies today are horrible. They suck.
I think that's true. Yeah.
They're getting worse and worse and worse and worse.
Wow.
Just go backwards and they get better and better and better.
They don't make High Noon anymore.
Before I go, I hate the Star Wars stuff. I don't get it. I don't know what they're doing up there, just like I don't know what those guys are doing in Star Trek either. What the fuck? I don't get it.
That's okay.
You know,
They're not made for you.
aliens. Yeah, I get it.
Okay, you'll
There's
see.
a creature up there. Holy shit, when you see him, it's too late.
There's
You're
an enemy.
dead.
There's suspense.
Yeah.
It's a monster movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's exciting. It's holy
There's
you forget
tension.
I don't get it. Star Trek, and that
Wars.
other bullshit. The Force is with you and all that.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't
that
get
made
it,
a lot of
man.
people, but it could be you just being old. We don't know, but you know what you like. What we want to get into is how did you
start?
How did you become an expert on acting?
Yeah.
What's your background?
Well,
in
You didn't go to
movies?
film school. You didn't.
I'm expert in acting.
Did you study with Uta Hagen?
No,
like I
went-
did.
No, I went
Okay.
down. I went down to HB Studios.
Yeah.
I ordered a class. I wouldn't get up and do scenes and then get criticized
With
by a bunch
Pacino?
of people that don't know what they're doing either. They're taking lessons. My favorite thing is all the girls and all the jerk offs that audition to get into an acting class. I'm auditioning to be in her class. I'm auditioning to be in this. Well, wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. You're auditioning to learn how to act.
To pay them to learn how to
How
act.
could they tell you you're in? Yeah, we want you. Well, that means you can act. It's ridiculous. You guys been in acting classes? You?
Yeah.
I've been there. I used to go to them and I didn't participate. I had a friend of mine who was doing casting. He would go around to them. You know what they would do? The teacher would get the students to put on a little thing for this big shot casting guy who casted, French Connection and The Exorcist and Godfather.
Okay.
We're talking I don't want to mention his name. We don't want to get sued. But anyway, but all the girls, they'd be running around with their panties and their nightgown on because the teacher decided that you should do a scene from Cat on the Hudson River. You play Maggie the cat to all the girls. So, but this would be a tip-off to the casting guy that they're the loose girls that
Oh my God.
they're not self-conscious and all that, and then he wound up.
Wow.
That's
For those of you
acting class
on
And,
the radio, that was a fist,
Yes.
like a
Well,
bada bing.
You think about it. You're in an acting class, and the girl next to you, Mary's got her panties on, and she just wants to get in the moment. I think after class with a few drinks, you should get in the moment with Mary and get somewhere. Watch out for the ones that I don't do nudity. You ain't getting a slice.
Yeah. You'll work hard for that.
Acting classes.
Did you become an actor to get a girl?
No,
or you were just
never. I just liked it. I
you
love
liked
movies.
it?
I started out as 12 years old, 13 years old. My mother's mopping the floor. I was the youngest. It was me, Vito, and my sister Madeline. And I was my mother's favorite. So they'd all be sleeping. She'd be mopping the floor, and I'd be watching Frankenstein, and Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, and the Mummy, and the Mummy's Curse, and the Mummy's Tomb. All those movies and all that. First of all, I'm a lot older than I look. People at home can't see me. Trust me.
Not very.
They wouldn't, no. But I'm watching that.
He is a good-looking
I'm watching
man.
James Cagney. I'm throwing the bullets. I'm watching all these things.
As a young man.
So I'm seeing movies you never even heard of, you never even seen. So all these people that go to film school and all that, then they take another 4 years. Forget it. I must have put in 40 years. But then I work on these movies. Somehow I become an extra.
In New
Friend of
York?
mine in New York. Yes. I'm leaving one job after the other. I just can't seem to,
What's the first extra job? Do you remember?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's television movie of the week. I'm
Kojak?
I'm an extra. Oh, no. Kojak, I come out here, guest star.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Forget
I'm
about
sorry.
it.
It's after you made
From
it.
the School
Okay.
of Natural Acting. You know what Robert Mitchum said about acting? He says, learning how to act is like learning how to grow tall. He says, it's really ridiculous. And Cagney said, just plant your 2 feet, look the other guy in the eyes, and say your lines.
Be on time.
And you know what the material's about. Clint Eastwood said, I can't do Shakespeare, but Laurence Olivier would look awful foolish playing Dirty Harry. You know what? He's right. He's right, isn't he? I mean, you can't.
Yeah.
It's horses for courses. And, you know, casting, you know, the great John Frankenheimer said it's 90% of making a movie, that you can have the greatest music and the greatest editor and the greatest sets and all that, but if you got nothing to shoot, you're dead. So it's those guys. And come on, acting, it's really a ridiculous occupation. It's embarrassing.
You think it's courageous?
No, I think it's really
self-grandizing and
let's play cops and robbers.
Are they heroes?
You be the robber, I'll be the cop. Get over this and that. And they're actually paying guys to do this. Cut. Say it again. This time you're looking at the camera. Get against the wall. Not cut. Dude. What are we actually doing? And how about the guys that are in westerns? Let's play cowboys and Indians. You dirty redskin. Shoot them. I know. I've seen these movies. Errol, you know who Errol Flynn is? Oh, you do.
Robin Hood?
Yeah, but Custer.
Okay.
They shoot him with all those arrows and all that.
I didn't know Custer was gay.
Errol Flynn wasn't gay.
Oh, he was bi.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
You know what? They're all gay when they're dead. These were real tough guys. Randolph Scott, yeah, he was gay. Gary, yeah, they're all gay. When they're alive, no one says, I heard he was gay.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
Rock Hudson, I would argue, towards the end,
he's
people...
dead too.
Okay. but towards the end, people would argue he...
All
Is
right.
Cary Grant gay?
Yes.
You
Bullshit.
say yes.
Never.
Never.
He's a stuntman.
Just read an
I'd
article
say
about
yes.
it.
Here's a stuntman. He gave Diane
In
Cannon
Out
a
magazine,
kid.
I just wrote an article.
Gay guys don't like to make kids. Think about it. He plowed Diane Cannon.
Yeah, they like to adopt them.
She's got a kid. Yeah. Cary Grant.
Don't bring Travolta into this.
All right,
okay?
so you start doing extra work.
So I do start doing extra work.
And you're in New York.
And then Willie Cheech. And then Willie Cheech comes
six-
along.
Yeah,
Are we late
I
60s?
meet a guy,
Give us a
Joe
time
Spinell.
frame.
Joe Spinell comes along. He's an actor.
He was in The Godfather.
Yeah, but he was breaking his ass for years doing plays and all that.
And acting
he knows
classes.
I love movies. What did he say?
And acting classes.
Yeah, he did, but he hated them. He used to tell me about them, and
Okay.
I would get sick. So anyway, he makes it. All of a sudden, he gets in The Godfather. He's in the whole movie.
Nice.
He makes more than Al Pacino in the movie because they keep dropping him, and it's called drop and pick up. They kept getting him back again because Coppola tells him, I want Joe in that scene. I want Joe in that scene. I want Joe in that scene. Well, each time they keep bringing him back, they got to pay him over again. You saw Godfather 1, right? Well, Joe Spinell is there when James Caan's beating the shit out of that guy at the garbage can. He's holding the people back. Oh, there he is. He's there when they're playing the piano, when they, go to the mattresses. He's leaning on the piano. Yeah, that's him again. He's there at the end of the movie when the guy goes in the revolving door and he stops the thing and he blasts the guy in the revolving door. He's the guy that tells Tessio, Tessio, you got to come with me. And he takes the gun out of his pants. Yeah, you got to get in the car, Tessio, and all that. He's all over the place. Now comes Godfather Part 2, and they need a zillion Italian extras. He tells me this, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'll get in the Godfather, yeah. And I get in, Godfather Part 2. He knows Coppola real good, and there's a scene where a guy comes in a bar, and Danny Aiello's going to start to strangle him, and they drag him back to the back, and I'm lurking over there. Me and a guy named Tony Sirico, Paulie Walnuts from The Sopranos.
Yeah.
Because he comes over to me. Hi, I'm Tony Sirico. He's just came out of wherever. Oh, hi, how are you? Yeah, I see you there with Joe Spinell and this and that. Me become the two guys that drag him to the back. And then all of a sudden, we run out into the street. There's that big shootout. Remember the shooting in the street? And all that? Well, I get a SAG card. Because we're yelling and all that. Yeah, I'm a day player. I even get stunt pay.
Oh, nice.
So, I'm on my way, That's it. Now I want bigger parts. I'm gonna do this, I'm going to do that. I leave New York and go to California. And I just start making headway, whomever. Tony Danza, I knew him from New York. One night, me and Joe Spinell went to see a boxing match. A mob friend of ours was running this arena, Sunnyside Gardens.
Allegedly.
So we go there, and in the ring is this guy, and it's going to Tony Iadanza. He didn't change his name yet. Iadanza. He's going to fight some black guy. Looks like Hercules. Holy shit. And I tell my friend Joe, this guy's going to get killed. He's another Italian. He thinks he's Rocky Marciano. I don't want to watch this. Bang, boom, bang, boom. He hits the guy. The guy goes down. Like, don't hit me no more. And Tony's standing over him. And everybody in the place, all these black guys and Puerto Ricans are booing. Boo, boo. Tony wants to fight everybody in the ring. He goes by the ropes. Why don't you get in here? You, get over here, you fuck. I'll kick your ass, this and that. Holy shit. So after the fight, he comes down, and my friends are at the door that run the place. The guy calls him over and gives him $40. Here, one of them moves, man. Then you pocket $40. I'm like... So, me and Spinell go out to L.A., and we're in a picture with Stallone, another friend of ours, because Spinell believed in Stallone. Spinell was working for the guy that was casting.
Sylvester or Frank?
Spinell's working for a casting guy, and he's putting people on tape. It's like a part-time job. It's like what you're doing here, but he's doing it with putting people on tape, auditioning for parts.
Yeah.
Stallone comes up there one day, and everybody's an actor, and everybody's an actor. What do you do? You're an actor and a writer. You're a writer?
What I said.
Brando, Cary Grant, you name them, they're all actors. Nobody writes. And here's a guy, he's writing. Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Warren Beatty, you guys, now we're actors, but I'm a writer.
I think Beatty
So
wrote
Stallone,
Reds,
so Spinell takes a liking to this guy. Well, he gets turned down. He wants to be an extra. He's broke. An extra. He wants to make some money.
Stallone.
They see him, and they say he looks like a thug or he should be in a biker gang, but Coppola don't, he got them faces in The Godfather that are great, but if you see Stallone, you're going to know, the fuck is that guy doing it? So we make friends with him. Spinell goes and does Rocky. Joe Spinell again, the guy in The Godfather. He's the loan shark in Rocky who tells him, when I tell you to break his thumbs, break his thumbs. Do what I tell you, Rock. Don't be so... Yeah. I was supposed to be there and be his driver. I don't want to go to Philadelphia and drive Joe there. I don't have a part.
Good for you.
I got to bring my own wardrobe. Best picture of the year.
That sounds like me and Swingers.
12 nominations. Oh, wait, I do it again. Another movie, best picture of the year. I have a fight with my girlfriend, and I'm looking to kill my brother-in-law. Oh, please. And I don't go, come out, I don't know where we're going with this, but I'm all over the place, but you go on your iPod or your iPhone.
You were talking about how you buddied up with Stallone.
Okay,
How you got to where you are.
So Stallone, he does Rocky. Spinell's in it. Before that, we did a movie called Farewell, My Lovely, produced by Jerry Bruckheimer. I'm an extra in it. Stallone's there. Stallone gets fired because he takes a hamburger. It's only for the crew, not the cast. And they throw him out. And
Wow.
he upsets the star of the movie, Robert Mitchum's secretary. He gets fired. He watches the movie, he disappears. But I stick up for him and tell him it wasn't his fault. We become friends. He puts me in Paradise Alley. After Rocky, he directs his first picture. I'm in Paradise Alley. So now I'm out in California. So I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And I'm doing Kojak, and I'm playing thugs now and cops and all that. I'm pretty good at some of the stuff I'm doing. I'm an American Gigolo. You ever see that? Richard Gere and me.
I haven't seen it.
You guys got it on?
Wait a minute.
You didn't ever saw American Gigolo?
Sorry.
It's been a while.
All right. Jeez, how old are you?
I'm 38.
He's young.
You should have seen it by now.
That was in 79.
So I'm in the
It should be on your
sexiest
list.
guy alive. Sexiest man alive. He wins People magazine.
It's the
I'm
Citizen
there.
Kane
I got a
of Richard
shot with
Gere
him.
movies.
I got a shot
If you wanna-
with him in a fucking movie, head to head, me and
Oh,
him.
nice.
Sexiest guy alive. Well, what am I? Number 63, 49. Well,
Creative
I don't
math. It's fuzzy math.
and I look pretty cool in it, American Gigolo. So I'm doing that, and I'm cursing. Fuck this. What's going on? Fuck you. And then I get in. Did you ever see Beverly Hills Cop?
Yeah, of course.
Remember the first scene in the movie? Eddie Murphy's in the truck
he's
with
in
the
the truck.
cigarettes.
Yeah.
Hey, man, come here. This don't look like read my lips. $5. I say, fuck you. You could take the cigarettes.
That's you.
He's a
Smoke them in the
cigarette
park.
guy. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Beverly,
Wow.
biggest grossing picture of the year. I start the movie off. I can't get an agent. I couldn't fucking believe it.
Are you going to be in the TV? We were just talking about this before. Are you mean that there's doing
I
a
gotta
TV
go.
show?
I gotta go and hang out at the Coffee Bean. Eddie Murphy comes every morning. I gotta tell him, you gotta put me in this. My agent is, I don't know.
you got to beg
They brought him
for
back.
I
They
gotta
brought him
be
back
in
for
it.
two. They brought him back for
okay.
Beverly Hills Cop 2.
And then they brought me back for Tower Heist.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy,
Yeah, I know.
up in the jail, but Beverly Hills Cop 2, remember that? Mm-hmm. you take off the glasses. I took them off. I says, you fucking jerk. And then we started in again. And two best scenes in the movie. First one and the second one. You laugh. Yeah. So now I'm doing this stuff. Then I come back to get in New York. And I get a job. I want to be in this movie. I got to be in this movie. If I don't get in this movie, I'm going to kill myself. I got to be in this movie. Spinell's friend is casting The First Deadly Sin, starring Frank Sinatra. I can't get in the movie. There's no parts for me. I have already, when there was no such thing as stalking, stalked Frank Sinatra in Las Vegas. I stalked him at the Caesar's Palace. And, you know, I wanted it. I'm in awe of the guy.
He's Bennett's better, though, by the way.
Did you ever see...
Tony Bennett?
We just have a word for it now. There was stalking back then.
Did you ever see From Here to Eternity?
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Wow,
Fantastic.
Best picture of the year.
Yeah.
What a great movie. Yeah. Frank Sinatra. Wow.
Come back.
Amazing.
Wow, what a movie. So anyway, I get to stand in for him, and he has a scene with Joe Spinell.
In First Deadly Sin, you're a stand-in?
Yeah, Frank Sinatra.
Interesting.
So Spinell and him are talking. I'm there. I'm a stand-in. So when they're not shooting, I'm telling Frank Sinatra about every album he ever made, every song on the first side, and which song I loved, the song. And then when you sing that one, then and you turn the record over, then I listen to this and that. He's like, and he's dragging on a cigarette. That's very kind of you.
Oh.
He loves. Now I talk to him about movies. Tell me about this. What about From Here to Eternity? And he tells me, I picked up the stool and he had to hit Ernest Borgnine, which hit him on the shoulder. Well, it looks like it hits him on the head. I missed it, hit him right on the head.
Oh.
Yes, and it was a rubber stool, but it still hurts. Boom. And he's telling me about that. And I'm telling Manchurian Candidate, and he tells me I broke my finger when I went to hit Henry Silver and I broke the table and all that.
Yeah.
P.S. I get fired.
For talking to Sinatra too much?
Yes.
Okay.
He likes me.
That's
but,
cool.
But the cameraman is ready to shoot. And
You're
they're like,
shutting down the
we gotta-
production?
Yes. We can't do nothing. That kid's got his fucking ear. And we'll go over and tell Frank we're ready. And it's like, yeah, you tell him. Because Frank Sinatra's like,
You don't tell Frank shit.
I'm talking here. We'll be right there. So then when I did that scene From Here to Eternity, Montgomery Clift, who taught me everything, he's telling me it, and they're afraid to go near him. So I get fired, and they tell me my complexion and Frank Sinatra's isn't the same. What do you mean it ain't the same? This is bullshit. Yeah. The cinematographer says your face and his don't match. You gotta get rid. He's really the cinematographer. He's tired of waiting. Fuck you guys. I'm not. I go to the makeup guy, Frank Sinatra's guy. Says, hey, and what they told me is get in the chair. The guy liked me. Puts the makeup on. He says, your face and Frank Sinatra's are the same. Go back. I go back. They won't give in. No.
You're done.
But my niece, they needed a little girl to play Brenda Vaccaro's daughter. I get her in the movie. I get fired. Frank Sinatra picks her up in the movie and the sentence. This is the cutest thing I've seen all day. She gets a credit, Vanessa Pesce. And I got fired from First Deadly Sin. So I told my niece, you want to be in a movie again? She says, yeah, but does that have to be with Frank Sinatra? She wanted to be in a movie with David Cassidy. I told my brother Vito, your daughter needs help.
Spinell didn't know David Cassidy?
No. But so that's what I did. I did that. Then I stood in for Stallone. He fired me, Tango and Cash. He said they accused him of feather bidding. I said, what's feather bidding? I don't
Putting
know.
your friends on the payroll?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, so then you get into Midnight Run.
Yeah.
And that's what leads
First
to...
of all, yeah. I read for this part with Robert De Niro. Only 2 or 3 guys could read, but they don't want to do this. But the director of Beverly Hills Cop. He brings me in to read with Robert De Niro for one of the 2 thugs in Midnight Run. I read once, I read twice, I fucking get called back. I think I'm going to get it for sure. He even lets me read for the other part. The guy in the rat with the donuts. He keeps saying, "Let me go get some donuts," and he keeps calling up. I read for that part too. Wants me in the movie. So I don't get in. I'm here in town. Tony Danza's I'm hanging out with him. He's doing Who's the Boss. I'm on the payroll. I get a call. Frank, get on a plane.
Beating up Puerto Ricans and blacks.
Listen, you get 2 Jews, you make a law firm. You get 2 Irish guys, you go get a 6-pack of beer. You get 2 Italians, you got an organization.
Like
well, do what you want, but I'm telling you again, you get 2 Italians, you got an organization.
You got an organization.
You know what I mean?
Mob.
Listen, I'm with you, you're with me, everybody's with us. Right?
Okay.
That's what they say to you. And these are from guys, you don't even know the guy. Man, Pesh, I'm with you. Everybody. And I'm like, I don't even know this fucking guy.
Like the Cat Pack. Like the Cat Pack.
Yeah, the Cat Pack.
So, so you get back on the plane to go back?
No, I get on the plane. I got to go to Phoenix, Arizona to do this scene in a motel room. Did you ever see Midnight Run?
Oh, yeah.
Remember the guy in the room, handcuffed to the chair? I'm handcuffed, and the guy says, hey, scumbag, today's your lucky day. And I says, my name's Carmine, fucko. Well, but I get the part, and the outtakes are in front of you. I told them, I said, yeah, you want to take these handcuffs off? Let's go get a couple of girls. I'll show you how to use these handcuffs. And he kept laughing the fuck. Yeah. And they cut it out. Frank, cut it out, the handcuffs. All right. Then I said to him, you fat fuck, you're eating all the French fries? He keeps laughing. So it came down. You can't say nothing no more. Just, you know.
Say the lines.
My name's Vito. You can't. I don't want Vito because anything with the Godfather. I don't want that. Well, there's no Carmine in the fucking movie. There's Tommy, Sonny. You know.
Yeah.
There's no Carmines. All right, say Carmine. So I do that. I get done. I'm walking the hallways. I had read the script 100 times. The script is really good. And I meet this guy. Who are you, George Gallo? You wrote this? Yeah. Listen. I got a story for you. If you write it, I'll let you direct it. You'll be a first-time director.
I'll let you direct it.
I'll let you direct
Somebody
it.
get this extra away from me.
I can't decide between
Oh,
Carmine
no,
and
he's
Vito.
barred from the set. He's barred from the set because the director doesn't want him around the set. He yells at him. He thinks he's going to come around and talk to the actors.
Don't cut my lines.
Yeah, so he's afraid of Marty Brest. And me, Marty Brest, I know him from Beverly Hills Cop and all that. When I left, I called Marty Brest up 2 o'clock in the morning. And in the hotel he was staying at, the same one that I was at, and they put me through, and I was out here all hammered, and I called Marty. Who is this? It's me, Pesce. How was the dailies? How was I? He's, you fucking idiot. You know what time it is? And then he went to the set, and he was all fucked up that day. And George Gallo said to me, "What did you do to Marty Brest? What happened? Is that fucking idiot Pesce called me 3 in the morning, wanted to know how his dailies were. Woke me up and he didn't sleep, and the call was 6 in the morning."
Oh, yeah. That is.
So
classic.
anyway, George Gallo, who wrote Midnight Run, pretty good.
Yeah.
I make him a director, and he writes 29th Street.
Just from you bumping
You made
into
him a director?
Well, I told him, you ain't getting the rights to the story if you don't. No, you got to direct us both from getting somebody else. The story's great. 1 ticket, the lottery, and stab, 4 rap.
You told him that, and he was going to write you a script just based on your thumbnail discussion.
Oh, no, he starts coming over. He comes over and he's sitting there. Now I'm telling him about the draft board and all that. I don't know what the fuck he wrote. It wasn't that hard. Everything was true. For instance, I go down to the draft board. You had to go down when you're 18, register for the draft, or else the FBI, you're getting arrested. You had to show up. I'm down there, black guys, Puerto Ricans, all that, 18, you turn 18.
Scumbag Irish.
You got to be there. Yeah, fucking Irish guys that are always, they're going to get
know
right.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
give me a
I'm
pint.
there, and you want to write this stuff? I wanted to steal a car. It's called grand larceny, if you steal a car. But it's a meatball rap. You're not going to jail. You got to clear out. I went for a joyride. You won't go near. I want to steal a car because a friend of mine had that charge. He was in a stolen car, and they didn't take him in the army. And like a jerk, I don't do it. But I says, fuck it. I'll go down there, and I'll fool him. So anyway, I'm down there, and the guy comes out. This is stuff George Gallo had to write. Everybody here, shut your mouth. I'm a black guy with the pleats of his shirt and Marine and all that. You shut your mouth. Right now, you're property of the United States government. When you hear your name, you yell out, here, loud and clear. And I'm watching this guy. And then he says, first of all, anybody here? Fucking both sides of the auditorium. Row, fucking guys. Anybody here who has been arrested is out on bail, step to the right of the room. The whole fucking place, everybody gets up. Me and 12 other guys are there like, oh, and I'm like, holy Jesus. So it's hilarious. You don't look like you think it was funny. You had to be there. The whole place.
I don't want to.
The whole place is out on
You're
bail.
spoiling the movie for me. I want to see the movie.
Exactly, Pat.
Oh, well, you blew it already. You should have known about this movie. You went to film school? You didn't know about it?
There wasn't a semester on 29th Street?
It was Citizen Kane. And then 29th
I should have. Yeah, I should.
Ben-Hur.
So anyway, they make a movie about my
Casablanca.
life, and that's that. So I don't interrupt that. I produced a couple of more movies. My ideas, George Gallo. I told him, look,
This might be a good cut.
we make
for
this
us.
movies. Yeah, we got to cut. Did you ever see Sorcerer?
No. Sorcerer.
William Friedkin, the guy who directed The French Connection,
Yeah.
The Exorcist,
Yeah.
and then the next movie he made was called Sorcerer, written by Wallen Green, who wrote The Wild Bunch.
Okay.
You saw The Wild Bunch, right? Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
That's another one better than Citizen Kane.
You're not kidding. But yeah, well, that's a Western. How about The Searchers? Mm-hmm. Great. What about Shane?
Yeah. My dad. That's
Yeah,
my
comes
dad's
to
favorite
Western.
movie.
Shane, The Wild Bunch, and wait a minute.
Searchers.
Just keep listing movies.
Wait a minute.
Red
Shane,
River.
Just list a
Wild
bunch of
Bunch.
movies right now.
There's three of them. Shane, The Wild Bunch, and The Searchers. They're all tagged.
High Noon. High Noon's a
First
good
of all,
City
wait a
Slickers,
minute. High
too.
Noon. Oh, did you see that?
Niagara
Did you
Falls.
see that?
That's
Niagara
the one I was
Falls.
thinking of. That's my dad's favorite. Shane second.
Wait a minute.
Oh, no.
Did you see High Noon and pay attention?
It's your dad's favorite, Matt?
Yeah.
Oh, he's about to let you know about High Noon.
Okay.
You like the
you don't
movie?
like High Noon?
No, I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
You
Here
we
tell
go.
me from
You tell me.
anti-American, communist, lefty, pinko
Oh, my God.
scumbags that wrote that movie. They blacklisted them all. They ran them all out of town. Let me just tell you. Remember the movie? Mm-hmm. The guy cleaned up the town. Remember, they all liked him. But it's his wedding day, and he's
He was
going
a
on
recycling
honeymoon.
guy.
The church.
He's
He was
going,
a recycling
he's
guy.
going on his honeymoon, and you know what? He tells his wife, I don't feel like leaving, because those guys are getting out of jail today. They're going to come back. If I leave and go here, they'll come there, they'll come. I stay here and I got to fight these guys. His wife's a Quaker. Imagine this.
Probably recycled.
She don't want no fucking trouble. She don't want no trouble. So anyway, he goes back to town, right? Mm-hmm. And you know what? He starts asking the people in the town for help. Right? Mm-hmm. And they all turn, you know what? My leg hurts. I can't do it. I can't. He goes into the church. Right? So, Matt.
Let me just stop you
Matt.
right here.
No, don't stop.
Because if they all said, let's go right now, the movie's over. It's called
you're right.
drama.
You're right. But, Matt, you wrote the script? High Noon? What were you trying to say here? What town would a guy in America go into church and ask some people, you got to help me, I cleaned the town up. There's 3 hard-ons coming on a train. 3. Not 23. 3! Mm-hmm. Could you just help me out, Yeah, all right, come on. Everybody, all you guys, we got the 26 guys. Come on, bring your rifles. They go down there, the 3 guys. No, we're not helping you. What fucking town in America would do that? The church wouldn't help you. You cowards. So you wrote this. What were you trying to say? That people in America are really cowards? That they wouldn't do this? And what was the writer's intent here? To show how Americans fight when they get pissed and, you go to church and get them. They're coming down to help you. No, not these guys. They ain't going to help no. It's a fucking communist pinko movie. There's another scene in the movie. He goes and sees the judge. The judge is in this thing, and he's leaving town. And on the blackboard, he's got the American flag, and he has a suitcase opened up. And he tells Gary Cooper, listen, Will, if I were you, I'd get out of town, too. Those guys are going to come here. There's going to be trouble. And he takes the American flag off the blackboard, folds it up, throws it in the suitcase. Another anti-fucking American thing. High Noon. Watch it.
And Matt, we'll get a signed headshot for your dad.
Thanks.
I'm telling you, what was the guy at the producers trying to say in that movie? That Americans are a bunch of fucking douches. You know what? It wouldn't help a guy.
I think it was a French story that they redid. They were just making fun of the French, and they modernized it.
And the
into
winner of his
America.
Best Picture of the Year, High Noon, get out of here. It sucks. Howard Hawks said, Gary Cooper runs around like a wet noodle begging a bunch of creeps for help. And he's right. Not like them John Wayne westerns, Rio Bravo and The Searchers. I'll find her as sure as the turning of the earth.
Another gay dude, John Wayne.
He don't ask anybody for help, John Wayne. You know what? That'll be the day, and he's killing everybody. It gets in his way. High Noon. His wife picks up a gun at the end of the movie and shoots the bad guy, a Quaker.
This is the only guy, Matt, that can connect High Noon to the Clinton-Lewinsky scandal.
And,
it happened. It happened the other night with some poor guy at the bar.
And
Please.
John Wayne wouldn't even go to war for his own country.
He had a bad ear or something.
Oh my God! Did you give him your excuse?
Yeah, but
mentally,
look, he served his purpose making them war movies over here.
He built goodwill for
did a
America.
lot. So you saw Meet of Eternity.
All right, we can't just keep listing movies.
Okay, we're gonna wrap it up.
The point was to get you in here and to start a dialogue. And I think we did.
All right, we did.
We did, and we got your points, but we're going to pick up with 29th Street.
Yeah, we got to go into 29th Street. Then we got to talk
What about it? We do. You got to see the movie.
We're going to get him a movie.
Who bought you a suit the other day?
That's nothing.
right.
Yeah, I don't get to that now.
He's got a lot of friends in high places, but
He's a mover and a shaker.
But you got to see 29th Street.
I'm going
All
to.
right.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Wait till your listeners or whoever's watching this fucking show.
in the-
I don't
I think
get
they're
it.
your
in the air.
listeners. This is
Watch,
your show.
watch
This is your show.
When they say they saw 29th Street, unless they're fucking
Pinkos.
ball breakers, we're going to call up and see the ones that are sincere go, 29th Street, that movie's great. People love it. They don't like it. They love it.
It's a Christmas movie, really.
Yeah.
we're going to put a link where they can buy it or get it for free. Okay.
Your bootleg
is it
copies.
Is it on Amazon? Or are you still selling them out of your trunk?
Out of my trunk, I sell them.
Okay.
But I ain't making no money.
How
on
many
it.
20-something actresses have you given those to in this town?
Please.
Yeah.
All right. Is that the
What a
same
calling
as
card.
an acting class
calling
here?
card? It is. It's this movie.
You got
Yeah.
a card here. Watch the
Here's
movie.
my major motion picture.
You don't
Yeah.
watch.
That they made about
watch
me.
the
About
movie.
my life that I let George
You
Gallo
like the
direct.
movie, you like me.
Yeah.
Well, I don't give him the rights. He ain't directing.
Yeah.
How's he gonna
He's not
direct it?
interested. Let's be honest.
Oh, I almost gave it away, but I didn't. I knew he was the guy. You know,
Just
I
very
had to deal with him. He wrote
you're very
Midnight Run's
fortunate.
a great movie, and same
It is.
writer.
Yeah.
Midnight Run. Yeah.
What do you call that? Fortuitous? You're very fortunate to run in the right people at the right time.
Timing.
And maybe we're all lucky.
Yeah, but you know what? That's that thing. The harder you work, the luckier you get, and all that shit. I broke my ass.
I
was
can't
always
see you
running
working
around.
hard, I'll be honest.
Come on. Yeah,
Listen.
yeah, it's funny.
If
you
there's
know
no
what?
central air,
Go
you're
look.
getting out
Wait
of
a
the
minute.
joint.
Nobody's calling you in for no audition.
Yeah, go and look up, what do you call that?
Hard work?
IMDB bullshit.
Yeah.
80,
Got it.
82 movies.
We got it.
How did this happen? What was I doing?
You got a lot of friends.
What about Top
You
Gun?
got a lot
I'm the
of friends.
bartender.
Wait a minute. You were in something called Citizen Jane. Did you give them in your
Wait a minute, Pesh.
I didn't
Wait
even
a
see
minute.
that. That is.
Is it better?
It's
Is it?
gayer.
What were the
That's better. I kill
cinematography?
I
was
kill
good?
a woman in that. The bad
Jane?
seed.
You kill
Did you ever
Jane?
see the bad seed? The little girl, the whole movie.
no,
Real
I didn't.
evil Penny McCormick.
He went to film school, Pesh. What does he know?
What did they teach you in film school? Serious?
Not a lot.
Shots.
Did they have screenings?
Yeah, we watched a lot of
What did
movies.
they show you? Is like what?
Oh man, it was a long time ago now. I'm trying to think.
Where'd you go to film school? Columbia?
No, Emerson College in Boston.
Okay. Very nice.
So they had screenings.
Yeah, we watched a bunch of
They
movies.
didn't show you no dirty movies. They didn't show you no violent movies. They must have showed you some real fucking.
I watched enough of those on my
movies.
own, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they knew that was covered. I went to when I was in school. It was when Tarantino was. It was like Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction were coming out, and so there was there's plenty of violence on the screen.
Don't
for
bum
us
rap
to enjoy.
Tarantino either, because he could put you in a
Yes,
movie.
he did.
Oh, he
He
did?
put me and Jackie Brown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's a great one.
Awesome. Well,
He's
that's
okay.
great.
He don't make the movies like he don't like
He's
Lawrence
close.
of Arabia or
No.
Ben-Hur.
Right.
And he don't like The Searchers. He likes.
He likes Peckinpah. Some of
Yeah.
your stuff.
He won't make a movie like The Wild Bunch. He does these.
I think he does one. Well, he did. He made Django Unchained. It's sort of a
Yeah,
western.
well, but he doesn't.
Sergio Leone style.
He doesn't.
Yeah, he's more
he's got a
spaghetti.
style. That's really.
It's an
the
amalgamation.
new best movie of all time, a movie I love.
In the last 30 years or recently?
Oh, let me tell you something about film school. So you were going to film school back then and all that. Did they teach you this in film school? The movie, don't say nothing, you either. The movie that changed it all. They were making movies like this, and then all of a sudden, there's a movie that went like that and like this, and it's changed everything. And then came all these guys, Billy Friedkin and Coppola and Scorsese and all that. For $1 zillion, what is the movie? It came out in 1959, maybe 60, right there at the same. Came out then and changed all the movies forever. I'm going to teach you something today.
Yeah, I
Go
don't
back
know.
and tell your teachers in film school the movie that changed it all. Nothing was on this before on the screen till you came in there. Psycho,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
right?
I was going to
Didn't
say
it
on the
change
waterfront.
everything? Didn't it?
Yeah.
No one ever saw violence like that, and
Yeah.
no one, holy shit, don't let nobody in 5 minutes the picture starts. And
All right, let's get back in this fucking
book.
century.
But what about the
no,
book?
no, the 21st century. What's your favorite movie that you're saying the best, greatest movie of all time right now?
there is no such thing as the best movie.
All right, what were
They're
you
all
saying?
tied for
What's
first.
the new good one? Something within this last 10 years you were just going to tell us.
A movie
The new-
that was pretty good?
Yeah.
The new best movie.
The
that's
new
what you
best
said.
movie, you were saying.
Well, I don't know. Foreign movies, I have to give in. The ones they're making now, they suck.
Okay.
Crash, and the winner is Best Picture of the Year, Crash. Oh, get out of here. What was some of the other ones recent?
What did you see this year?
That you liked. Give us one you liked. We got to end on a positive.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, what do you call it?
Did you like?
I like Silver Linings Playbook.
Yeah,
Wow,
I like
there
that.
you go.
Did you like
there
Argo?
go. That's a wrap. Thanks, folks.
Fair. Fair.
Sorry, I
We'll
shouldn't
get
have- I
into
shouldn't
the
have gone-
Oscars
You
and-
got your answer. I shouldn't have
Yeah.
gone. For
I liked Life of Pi. I wish I knew what it was about. I got my own ideas.
Ang Lee's a great director.
Yes, he
I
is.
loved it.
Matt, how many stars did you give
I
Life
gave it
of Pi?
I gave it 3.14 stars. Thank you. Thank you. We'll be here all week. All right, that's a wrap. Thank
Yeah,
you guys.
seriously.
So wait a
Frank-
minute. Now,
when's this on the radio, Matt?
Yeah, how does this get on the radio,
It's
Matt?
up to you guys. Whatever you want to put
What
it out.
station can he tell people, other than my mom, to listen to this on?
Well,
He's going to give us a
There's
file.
cursing. They're not going to hear.
Oh,
it
no.
on
How
regular
hard is
radio.
that to bleep out all his cursing?
Oh,
We're not gonna.
What? We got to believe out the
Wait a
cursing?
minute.
No, we're not going to bleep out the cursing.
Oh, you can't put it on radio. I listen at night. UFO station, Art Bell.
Oh, yeah.
Of
no, our
course
problem.
you do.
Well, you can't curse over there.
Right. Yeah, that's the FCC, but they don't control the internet.
what's-
We're
the UFO
going on the
station?
internet. It's through iTunes or Earwolf or whatever we get. You're going to get a
Pat
copy.
bought a website that
And
we're going to
we could put it
take
on.
care of this on.
You could go to your neighbors when you're asking them to fax some stuff for you and listen to it.
Some
at
of
the
your
same
friends
time.
have to have kids.
Anybody who tells you that the book is better than the movie is a fathead.
That's the next fucking episode.
What about
Okay.
That's a teaser.
You read.
Yeah.
You read that book, Moby Dick. I'll watch
All
the
right,
movie.
stop it.
As the wind went
Stop
through the
him.
sails, Ahab posting on the deck, and as he said, that, I'm like,
This is,
when's something going to happen? 80 pages I read, nothing happens. What is
Tune
this?
in next week when Frank explains why
The Bible was
the book is never better than the movie, and then he's going to review Girl Rising about the slave trade in Nepal, one of his favorite documentaries currently. All right, kids, thank you so much,
Wait a
Matt.
minute. What's better, the book Jaws or? Shark
never-
coming. You can't see. There's
Did
no
you ever see?
music in the
Did you ever see
book.
Jaws, Matt?
Yes.
Did you ever see
Did you
Jaws?
ever read the book?
Yeah.
You know, he
Haven't read it.
didn't.
Did you ever read The Godfather, the book? No, you didn't read it.
I
You
did.
didn't
It's
miss
a great
nothing.
book.
You think it's better than them two movies? Forget it.
Yeah, that's it's
better than part 3.
Oh, well, give it off.
Yeah, but there's a lot of bad movies that were based on books. Those must be the books
Yeah,
must be
but-
better than those bad movies.
But when the movie's good, it blows the book.
Oh, when it's a
gone.
great movie
It's gone.
blows a good book away.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to read Ben-Hur, A Tale of the Christ, and read about the chariot race when they wrote that fucking book. It's like, did you see the chariot race? Charlton Heston? Come on.
Yeah.
And
What about Peck? What about Peck? The Gregory Peck.
Kill
What
a
do you-
Mockingbird?
Yeah, that book's better than the movie.
fuck
Hey,
that book.
hey, you hated that movie. The book was good.
Movies made by communists.
Yeah, Gregory Peck. Oh, he won the Oscar that year, Best Actor of the Year. You know who he beat out? A guy that made 2 movies at the same time.
Here it
Took him
comes.
2 years to fucking make it.
Here it
He's in the
comes.
movie twice as long as Gregory Peck. It's called Lawrence of Arabia.
There it
Peter
is.
O'Toole loses to Gregory Peck. Wait a minute. This guy's in the movie 4 hours. This guy's in the movie an hour and 40 minutes. How is he better than him? What was his scenes twice as good every time?
Acting classes.
This is
Acting
why the
classes make it
Oscars
better.
of horse
Not-
shit
not good at
and
math.
people that watch
Peter
it.
O'Toole was gayer, I think.
Pesh,
Peter
Pesh,
O'Toole.
Let's
0 for 8.
thank
They don't win
Matt
Oscar.
Belknap,
Pesh, leave us with
Alex
some,
Concepcion,
leave us some great thoughts.
Frank
Leave
Pesce.
us with
Frankly
one thought,
speaking,
Pesh.
will be coming to a computer
Listen to this.
radio
It'll be on the
station.
UFO channel.
This is going to keep going even when you stop hearing it.
Yes.
This is just
Yes.
gonna
No,
continue.
we just-
Here's what I'll
There's
leave
no-
you with.
There's no
Remember-
out, Matt.
remember
you just
this.
gotta cut off the recording.
Been off for a half hour.
Listen to
Yeah.
We love this guy. This is
In
what we do.
Hollywood, all rumors are true. And if anybody says to you, hey,
Gay rumors.
you
What
wanna
about
hear-
gay
wanna hear a true
rumors?
story? They're full of shit. And they might say, oh, this is the truth. What'll I tell you what happened? They're full of shit, but all rumors are true. Think about it. Mm-hmm. I don't want to talk about it.
So Cary
All right,
Grant.
thank
Cary
you.
Grant. So
Thank
Cary
you.
Grant is gay.
That's
Grant
a
is-
wrap.
settled that.
Go watch
First Franklin-
29th Street.
29th Street, everybody. There's copies available
Yes.
on
in
Amazon.
Pesh's trunk.
It's called a computer.
That's your IMDb page.
Print it up. Okay, great job, everybody.